Hello everyone, in this video I am going to give you the step-by-step approach of solving a white belt case study. Okay, so first thing is that let me open the question paper. Yeah, so this is one of the typical white belt question paper pattern. Okay, so usually it consists of 100 marks. Out of 100, you can see the second section, section number 2, implement tally. So basically, it's a case study. Okay, so the case study is consist of 40 marks. So MCQs will come back later. First and foremost thing, let me practice this case study. Okay, so you can see that this particular transactions we have to implement it in tally and then we have to see the results. So for that one I have to open the tally. Okay, so follow this video, you can able to solve any of the case studies which is there for the white belt training. So it's taking a time. I think I don't know why it's taking a lot of time. Yeah, so usually, let me see the question paper first. So one thing is common here. You can see the business transactions which are mentioned here consist of 1st April, then 2nd April, and 1st May. So usually in Tally, especially in the educational version of Tally, so we can use first of the every month, second date of the every month, and last date of the every month. So basically, we can use the educational version of Tally, and we can solve this particular business case study. Okay, so I believe they have given totally 16 business transactions and 16 questions. Okay, so we'll solve one by one. Let me zoom in. Okay, so hope is my question is visible to you. Okay, so first one, let me close this company. Okay, yeah, so now, so started reading this question. So Ganesh has started a supermarket in Madhya Pradesh, and the following are his business transactions that need to be recorded in the books of Ganesh supermarket. Okay, so from these two lines we can able to understand which state the company belongs to and what is the name of the company. Okay, so they have given here the state is Madhya Pradesh, and the company name is Ganesh supermarket. Okay, so these two things we can able to extract from the statement. And one more thing, you can see the transactions, they basically the financial year is they are given as 2022. So for creating a company, three major aspects you need to identify. The first one is the company name. Here the company name is Ganesh Supermarket. Second one is the state in which they are operating in. Here is the Madhya Pradesh. And third one is the financial year. Okay, so here you can clearly see that 2022 is the financial year. Okay. Yeah, so without much further ado, let me go back to the tally once again. I will go to create a company. Okay, so in the create company, the company name here is Ganesh Supermarket. So I will type the same thing, Ganesh Supermarket. Mailing name is same. Address they have not given, but state they are given. What is the state here? Madhya Pradesh. Okay, so I will take the Madhya Pradesh here. Okay, so then enter. Pin code they are not given. Mobile number they are not given. Email ID is not there. Website is not there. And financial year. So they are given. The transactions are started from 1st April 2022. So similarly, 1.4.2022 and books beginning from. So when are you started recording the transaction, the same date, right? So here also the date, same date has to be mentioned, and don't worry about the rest of the future. Okay, save this. So once the company is created, okay, so you will get a screen like this. So sometimes you will also get a screen like this. So usually the screen will be visible like this, company created successfully, and something like this. So here what you have to do, if you want to see the complete detailed format of the futures which is there in the company or which is there in the tally, you can click on this one, click on Y, enter. Similarly, click on show all future, click on Y, enter. So you can see the detailed features which is there in the company, you can able to see. So in these, in the accounting heading, starting two options make it as yes. Similarly, in the inventory heading, starting two option, that is maintain inventory and integrate accounts with inventory. So these two options you can make it as yes. Save this one. So for saving the any particular voucher, a transaction or a screen, we'll use Control A. Okay. Yes. So after creating a company, we have to see current period. So here 2022 to 2023. This is perfect. And current date 1st April 2022. This is also perfect. So we'll start it regarding the transactions one by one. So first one is Ganesh Traders started a departmental store by investing in cash. So any business transactions you can read, first and foremost thing you need to analyze, you need to identify. So in which voucher you have to record the business transactions based on their statement. Okay. So here Ganesh Traders has started a departmental store by investing in cash. So the amount is coming into the company, right? It's an inflow of money which is coming into the company. So for this type of transactions, we have to record it in where vouchers, then receipt voucher. Okay, we have to record it in a receipt voucher. The shortcut key is F6. So you can see receipt voucher we came. So now there are two ways we can able to record any business transaction. First one is single entry mode. Second one is, here you can see, double entry mode. Double entry is nothing but debit side, credit side. We have to create debit account one side, and we have to create credit account. Okay, so that is a double entry mode. So if you go to change mode, I will select single entry. Single entry is easy, standard, and most of the business operations are practicing the single entry mode. Yes, coming back. So investing in cash. So basically, I have to create a account here, cash. So by default, understand one thing, in Tally, two ledgers are automatically created. The first one is cash ledger, second one is profit and loss account. So cash ledger I am taking here. Particulars, see, basically I should not mention a person name in the books of accounts. Instead, what I am mentioning is, I am mentioning ledger called capital. Okay, capital account. So for capital account under is, so we are grouping it as capital account. Okay, so similarly click on enter, save. Okay, how much is the money which this person is investing? 10 lakhs. Okay, so I'll mention here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see here in the cash ledger is zero downside. Once you click on enter, so 10 lakhs has been visible. Okay, so I will save this one. So this is how we record the receipt transactions. So basically, if you can go back to day book and see, so this person is starting a business by investing in cash. So we have to show there is a 10 lakh rupee which came into the cash, right? So this is how we record in the receipt voucher. Control A, escape, again vouchers. Next one is 1st April 2022. Yeah, so you can see here right side 1st April 2022 date. What is the statement? Cash deposited in the company's HDFC bank account. Denominations they are given 2000 rupees note followed by 200 rupees, 2000 rupees note into 200 count. So 4 lakh rupee they are depositing in HDFC bank account. Okay, so basically one thing you need to understand, they have started with 10 lakh rupee income for their business. So basically they have started their entire operations with 10 lakh rupee in cash. In the 10 lakh they are depositing 4 lakh in the bank account. So basically this type of transaction, the cash to bank or bank to cash or bank to bank transactions, we are recording it in contra voucher. Okay, so I will go to contra. So here you can see contra is scheme. So account and particulars in the account. So here I am depositing my money into the bank. Okay, so here I have to select bank. Okay, I have to create a bank ledger. What is the name of the bank? HDFC bank account. HDFC bank account. Under is I have to grouping it as bank accounts only. So bank accounts. So if they have mentioned or if they have provided account number, IFSC code, branch name, so on, we can mention. If they have not provided, no need to worry. Click on save. Okay. Particulars, I have to take it as cash. Okay. So You can see in the cash I'm having 10 lakh rupees account. In that 10 lakhs I'm transferring 4 lakh to my bank account. 1 2 3 4 5. So you can clearly see the differences. Okay, 6 lakhs currently is there in my cash. Remaining 4 lakhs is already went to bank account. So click on enter, enter, enter. Here denominations comes into picture. So 2000 rupees note multiply by 200, which will give you 4 lakh. Save. Okay, so second voucher is successfully completed. The third one, 1st April 2022. Okay, same date. Conveyance charges paid in cash. Okay, so whenever we are paying anything, that has to be recorded in the payment voucher. Okay, so I will go to payment voucher. Shortcut key is F5. Here I'm paying via cash, right? So in the account, there are only two options, either cash or bank. I am paying via cash, select cash ledger. So particulars means reason why I am paying. I am paying because for conveyance charges. So here I have to create a conveyance charges ledger. Okay, so go to create, type conveyance charges. So here under is what, indirect expense. Okay, so indirect expenses, rest everything remains same. Click on save. Okay, so how much is the conveyance charges? 300 rupees. Okay, so 300, enter, enter, save. Okay, next one is also 1st April 2022. Cash paid towards refreshment aid charges. Okay, so 500 rupees. So 1st April 2022. So since we are paying cash for the refreshment charges, it's a paid. So we have to record these transactions in the what, payment vouchers. Correct. So again payment voucher. Here cash ledger in the account particulars. We need to create refreshment charges. Under is indirect expense, save this ledger. So how much amount I am paying for refreshment charges? 500 rupees. 500, enter. You can save this voucher, control A, right? So next one, cash paid towards printing and stationery. This is also 1st April 2022, and we are paying the money for printing and stationery. So payment voucher 700 rupees. So yeah, I'm in the payment voucher. I'm paying cash. So why I'm paying? What is the reason? Reason is for printing and stationery. So here printing and stationery ledger I have created. Under is indirect expense. Save this one. And how much is the amount? 700. So I will enter 700 here. Enter. Control A. Save. Perfect. So next one is 2nd April 2022. Okay, so I will go to date here. Click on here. Here mention 2.4.2022. So the date has been changed to 2nd April 2022. So what is the transaction states? Cash deposited in the company's bank account 5 lakh. Okay, so again they are depositing money to the bank account 5 lakh rupee, 2000 rupees note, 250 numbers. Okay, so I have to go to which voucher? Cash to bank. That means Contra. Okay, here Contra. What is happening? Cash was deposited into banks. So here I have to select bank. Here I have to select cash ledger. So you can see here I am having 5,98,500 rupees in cash. In that I am depositing how much? 5 lakh rupee. 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 lakh rupee I am depositing into bank. Click on enter. You can see that amount has been transferred to bank. Okay. So what is the denominations? For denominations entering purpose, you need to click on enter, enter, again enter. So here you have to mention. So 2000 rupees note into how many? 250. So enter. You can see 5 lakhs. So enter bank name. If you want bank name, you can mention here HDFC Bank, or else that is also fine. Not applicable. So enter, enter. Okay. So this has been completed. Next one, conveyance charges paid in cash, again 200 rupees. So 2nd April. So this comes under payment voucher. 2nd April payment. So cash, why they are paying convenience charges. I have already created a ledger, so I'm using the same. No need to create once again. Convenience charges, how much? It's 200. So enter 200, enter control A, save. That's it. Similarly, the next one, 2nd April 2022, cash paid towards printing and stationery, 300 rupees. So payment voucher, because I'm paying via cash. So cash paid for which, what is the purpose of paying this cash? It is for the printing and stationery. How much is the amount? It's a 300. So enter 300, enter control A. So next one, 2nd April 2022. So they have mentioned like this: bought printer and paid the amount via STFC account debit card. Input GST applicable 18% on printer. Record this in journal voucher. So they have specifically mentioned this transaction to record in the journal voucher. I have to do the same thing. So go to vouchers and F7 is a shortcut key to open journal voucher. So here in journal ledger, it is always showing in the format of debit, debit, or debit and credit. Okay, so here I have to maintain the format of double entry system. So what I'm purchasing printer, right? So debit is the receiver. So printer will be coming in the debit account. So I have to create. For creating, the shortcut key is Alt C, or else we have to use this right side option called create. I will mention Alt C for creating a ledger. So ledger name is printer. So what is under here? So I'm purchasing for the company purpose. Okay, I'm not selling this one. So it should be an asset. So which asset? It's a fixed asset. Click on fixed asset, and yeah, 18% GST applicable. You can see here GST on the printer is 18%. So click on enter. GST is applicable, and GST rate specify details here. Taxable how much? 18%. It's goods. Okay, rest everything is remain same. So printer account came. How much is the amount? Printer 5,000 rupees. So 5,000. Yes, again GST are there, so input GST applicable. So since it is the same state, we have to create a two ledgers here: input CGST and one more is input SGST. So again debit. So I have to create in GST ledger. Alt C, input CGST. What is under? So in the input CGST, we have to take an under as current assets. Current assets, enter. Here, one of the most important point we need to remember whenever we are creating an input CGST or input SGST ledger, when we use the current assets, you have to go to F12 configuration here in the bottom right side. Okay, F12 configuration. In the tax details, so make this option as yes. Set ledgers to behave as duties and taxes, yes. Sometimes it is not visible here. Okay, so wait. So sometimes what happens now, whenever you click on F12 configuration, it will be visible like this for some people. Okay, so in that case, what you have to do, don't need to panic. Just go to show more configuration, click on yes. Again, click on this one also, yes. All the configuration has been displayed here. Okay, so in the tax details, the second option, that is set ledgers to behave as duties and taxes, make it as yes. Click on control A. You can see here behave as duties and taxes ledger, so make this option as yes. Then click on GST. Type of duty or type of tax is a GST. Then type of tax, what is the ledger I'm creating? CGST. So I have to select CGST. Okay, control A. So it is not calculating, right? So one thing we need to remember, in the journal voucher, automatic calculation of GST is not possible. We have to calculate manually. Okay, so similarly we'll create one more ledger. Click on enter. Debit. So alt C, input SGST, state goods and service tax. Under is current assets, behave as duties and taxes, yes. Here type of duty is GST. Then tax type is SGST. This is the one. Okay, so control A. So here, how much is the tax percentage? 18% on printer, right? So here, 5,000 into 18% I have to make. So in Tally, we can use the calculator. So there is a shortcut key to open the calculator in Tally, that is Control N. Okay, calculator window pop-ups. Here you can mention 5,000 into 18%. How much? It is 900. So 900 is the total GST value. Here we have created two GST ledger. One is state, one is central. So I have to divide 900 into two components. That is 450, 450. So basically, the central government will take 450 rupees and the state government will take 450 rupees. Okay. So how I am paying this one? I'm paying this one via HDFC Bank. Okay. So here in the credit side, I have to select HDFC bank account. So automatically it is calculating the value 5,900. You can see here the debit side and credit side is both values are matching it up. Okay. So click on enter, enter. So control A and control A. Okay. So journal voucher transaction is completed now. Moving on, next one, 2nd April 2022. Yeah, so we are in the 2nd April 2022, and what is this statement says? Purchased the following goods on credit from a regular dealer, Fortune Wholesale. They are having a GST number and so and so items. Okay, so it is showing. It is also mentioning that dispatched from Lucknow to Kanpur via transporter UP, so and so regular vehicle number, so and so. So basically, how do I proceed this transactions? The first question which arises is which voucher I have to record this transaction. It is very simple. So they are mentioned here purchased, right? I have to go to voucher and purchase voucher. F9 is a shortcut key. So here they are given three stock items. Okay, so I have to enter it in a item invoice. Okay, so there is one concept here in the purchase voucher. We are having a three modes. One is item invoice, second one is accounting invoice, third one is actual voucher. So for time being, understand whenever there are multiple items, we'll record it in an item invoice. Okay, so I'll select item invoice. Here you can see name of the item. First one is supplier invoice number. They given something. No, so I'll take it as one. Date is 2nd April 2022. Yeah, they have given 2nd April 2022. Enter. And party account name. So what is a party account name? That means their company to from where I am purchasing. I am purchasing from Fortune Wholesale, right? I have to create here. For creating, Alt C, Fortune Wholesale. What is under? So whenever we are purchasing any items or anything from the any party, that under should be always creditors. Okay, sundry creditors. So what else they are given? They are given GST number, right? So I'll copy this GST number for time being. Okay, enter. Here I'll paste this GST number. Control A. Okay, so Control A. So purchase ledger I have to create. Alt C, purchase, and I have to group it as purchase accounts. Okay, so save. So now what is the first stock item? Rice 5 kg bag. So I have to create Alt C, rice 5 kg bag. Under is primary. Category they have not given any category. So basically under is nothing but the brand name or the, you can say, the company name. So they have not given anything. So what is the unit? Unit is numbers here. So I have to create numbers. So for number symbol is I can give it as a NOS. Formal name I'll type the full name numbers. In the UQC unit quantity code I can select the numbers. Okay, so decimal point put it as 0. Control A. Then click on enter. So for every stock item there has been HSN code. So you can mention the HSN code, or else you can leave the HSN code. It's up to you. It will not affect anything. But here most important thing, GST rate. So we have to mention it here. Currently they are given nil rated GST. What is nil? Is nothing but zero. Okay, so zero rate GST. So you can specify here taxable 0% goods, enter, enter, enter. What is the quantity? Quantity is 200 numbers, 200. How much is the rate? Rate is also 200. 200. Enter, enter, enter. Second item is milk packets. Alt C, milk packets. Under they are not given primary, so category not applicable. What is the units? Units is numbers. So here you can see numbers. Enter applicable GST, yes. HSN details not required. GST rate specify details here. It is taxable. How much is the tax? It's a 5%. Okay, you can see 5%. Click on 5. Enter. So how much is the quantity? 100 numbers, 30 rupees. 100 quantity, 30 rupees is the rate. Automatically it is calculated. Next one is cashew nuts. So Alt C, cashew nuts. So under is primary, category not applicable. And what is this? Grams. Okay, so units is grams. Click on enter. Here create. Symbol is grams. Formal name is full name. So here I have to select grams. Okay, so save. GST applicable here. GST slab rate is specify details here. Taxable. How much is the tax? 18%. I have to mention 18% goods. Enter, enter, enter. 2000 grams, 300 rupees. So 1, 2, 3, 2000 grams, 300 rupees. So all the stock item is completed now, right? So here I have to add the GST also. You can see here 0% GST for rice, 5% GST for milk packets, 18% GST for cashew nuts. So click on enter, enter. After the value, I have to add the GST ledger. So enter. Here I have to add the GST. So whenever you are purchasing, that will be an inward supply. So input GST is applicable. So click on space bar. You have already created an input CGST, input HST. Take the same thing, input CGST, you can see automatically it has to calculate. Click on enter. Similarly, input SGST, enter. If it is not calculating automatically, that means you have done some mistakes. So we have to go and check each and every party ledger, purchase, and in the stock item GST, slab rate, everything we have to check. Then only we can able to understand. Yeah. So now they have given e-way bill details here. So dispatched from Lucknow to Kanpur via UP transporters, ID number, regular vehicle number, so on so. So how do I mention this one? Click on enter. Here you can see e-way bill details. Click on yes. So you can see from to transporter details. So from where it is going, Lucknow. Okay. So address is from I mention Lucknow. So to address is Kanpur. Okay. So I'll mention Kanpur. Pin code they are not given. Or else I can do one more thing. Instead of address, so place I'll mention here Lucknow. Similarly, place I'll mention here Kanpur, because they have given only the place name, right? So next, they given the transporter name UP transporters. Okay, so where is transporter name? Click on new UP transporters. Okay, UP transporter ID they given, right? Yeah, 101010 101010. Enter. And mode, I'm traveling via road, so I have to set road. And vehicle number is UP51, UP51, then NJ 9809. So that's it. Click on enter. Vehicle type is regular. Okay, so this is the e-way bill details. Click on enter. New reference will come. Yes, enter, enter, accept. Yes. So this is how we have to record this purchase invoice. Moving on, next one, 2nd April 2022. Yeah, we are in the 2nd April 2022. You can see here, purchased the cold storage for storing frozen food items and paid via STFC debit card instrument number so and so. So how do I record this one? So basically I'm purchasing one item. Is it for selling purpose or is it for keeping it for the company? So for storing the frozen food items, I am purchasing cold storage. That means I am not selling the cold storage. So it is for the company only. So I have to record it in the purchase voucher and I have to record it in item invoice. So go to change mode, control H. Here go to accounting invoice. Okay. Supplier invoice number is 1, 2nd April, party account name. How I am purchasing? Purchasing via HDFC debit card. So I'll select HDFC bank account, control A, click on enter, 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 enter. So here I have to mention the GST as regular. If you mention unregistered, so automatically GST will not calculate. So that's the reason I am making it as regular here. Then particulars I have to create. So what do I create? I have to create cold storage here. So alt C, cold storage. What is under? So whenever you are purchasing any item for the company purpose, it has to be an asset. Which asset? It's a fixed asset. Fixed asset. So is there any GST? No, yeah, it is there. So GST is 18%, right? So click on enter, GST applicable. So specify details here, taxable 18% goods. Okay, so cold storage, how much is the amount? Amount is 20,000 rupees. So 20,123. So I'm purchasing. So purchasing means input GST. So click on space bar. We have already created an input GST. Select, you can see the magic. Automatically the GST is calculating. Click on enter, space bar. Again input SGST. So automatically it is calculating. So click on enter. Instrument number they given, right? Yeah, 101102. So I have to mention it here. 101102. Enter. Save. Perfect. Next one, 2nd April transactions we have to maintain. So sold rice 5 kg back to customer via cash. So 80 numbers 350. So I have to record this one in which voucher. Whenever there is a keyword attached to it that is called sold, that means I have to record this in sales voucher. Yes. So I will go to F8 here, change mode, item invoice. Why item invoice? You can see here they are given numbers. Okay, so there is a this is a basically an item and they are given the quantity everything. So that's the reason I have to record it in item invoice. What is a party account name you will select here? I will select here as party account name as cash. Okay, so cash, control A, control A. So sales ledger, show more. Why it's not coming? Control A, control A. Here let me make it as regular, control A, show more. Let's create sales, sales account, control A. So sold rice 5 kg bag, 80 numbers. So click on space bar, rice 5 kg bag. How much I am selling? 80 numbers, right? 80 numbers, 350 rupees. Is there any GST? No GST. Okay, so enter. The next one, cash deposited in the company's HDFC bank account, 500 into 2. So how much? 10,000 rupees I am again depositing in the HDFC bank account. So what's the name of the voucher? Whenever there is a cash and bank terminology comes into picture, it's always contra voucher. When is the date? Date is 1st May 2022. So I have to go to date here, 1.5.2022. Yeah, date has been changed. What is happening here? I am depositing cash to the bank. So here I have to select bank. So here I have to select cash in the particulars. How much I am depositing? I am depositing 10,000. 1, 2, 3. What is the denominations? 500 note into 20. So into 20. Done. Super. So next one, 1st May, sold condensed milk packets to customer via cash and collected the GST. Sold means sales voucher. Go to sales, I'm selling via customers via cash. So I have to select here cash, control A, control A, here sales ledger. So what is the name of the item? Condensed milk packets. So click on space bar. Where is the milk packet? How much? 50 numbers, 40 rupees. So 50 numbers, 40 rupees. GST is there, right? You can see output GST taxes at 5%. So click on spacebar. Output GST is not there, so we have to create. Whenever there is an sales transactions, if they are mentioning GST, output GST, we have to create the GST ledger. Simple. Alt C, output CGST. What is the under? Under is duties and taxes. Duties and taxes, here I have to select type of duty is GST, here CGST, control A. See the magic, automatically the value should come. Okay, so click on enter once again, alt C, output SGST, under is duties and taxes, type of duty is GST, tax type is SGST, so control A. Automatically it is calculating. Okay, click on enter, 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 save. So next one, again, sold condensed cashew nuts to customer via cash and collected the GST. So sales voucher, here in the party account name is cash. Enter, here also cash. So here sales account. So what is the items I am selling? Cashew nuts. Okay, cashew nuts are already with me. How much I am selling? 500 500 numbers, 400 rupees. 500 numbers. Wait a minute. So it has to be grams actually. Okay, so there is a mistakes here. 500 grams, 400 rupees. And GST is there, right? Okay, GST 18%. So click on spacebar. Output CGST. Yes, superb. It's calculating. Similarly, output SGST. It is calculating. Okay, so enter. Yes, enter. So next one, last one. Yeah, cash is withdrawn from HDFC bank account. Instrument number so and so 50,000 rupees. 50,000 rupees I am withdrawing from the HDFC bank. So which voucher? Contra voucher. Yes. In the account I have to mention it as cash. In the particulars I have to mention it as bank account. Okay, I'm withdrawing cash from the bank. So how much? 50,000. 1 2 3 50,000. What is the instrument number they given, right? Yeah, 912102. 912102. Done. So we have completed all the 16 transactions. Okay, so now comes to finding out the answers. So they are given 16 questions. I will tell you how do I find these questions, how do I find the answers, what are the steps, everything. First question. So first we'll go to gateway of tally. Okay, what is the input GST available for the month of April 2022? So they are asking input GST, right? So go to balance sheet. Okay, so click on control, click on alt F5. So here you can see input GST. So input GST is nothing but input CGST plus input SGST. Okay, so both input CGST and input SGST. I have to add both these things. So 56,325 plus 56,325. That is somewhere around 1 lakh 13,000 change. Okay, so that is an answer. So this is how you find out the input GST value. Next one, what is the output GST payable for the month of April 2022? So, so basically what you can do is that they are mentioning month of April, right? Click on here, period. Okay, so it mentioned April 2022, 30th of April 2022. Why it is not coming? Because I'm using educational version, that's why it's not coming. Okay, so if you're using a license version, it will show. Okay, so basically If they're asking April month, make sure that change the date and find the value here and add this to value. Similarly, if they're asking for output GST April month, output GST means this is the one, duties, duties and taxes. This is the output GST. So they are asking April month. So go to period, here mention April. It's not coming because I'm using educational version. Okay. Yeah. But the process is same. Next one. What is the input GST available for the month of May? Similarly, balance sheet is the report. Input CGST, input SGST I have to add. Make sure that change the date to May here. Okay. Fine. Similarly, output GST payable for the month of May. Same balance sheet. Output GST duties and taxes here. This is the report we have to see. Change the date and see the value. Perfect. Next, what is the closing stock value? So closing stock value they are asking. Go to stock summary. Yeah, this is a closing stock value 4,75,500 rupees. Next one, how much cash balance available for the month of April 2022? So how much cash balance? Go to type cash. Okay, how much is the cash balance? 4,04,100 rupees. If they are asking particularly April month, change the date and mention it as April. So I can't able to do it because of educational restriction. But this is how you find the reports. Okay. So next one, how much is the cash balance available for the month of May? So similarly same thing. Go to period, put it as May month year 1 5, then 31.5, then you will see the value. What is the closing stock value of cashew nuts? So stock summary is a report closing. Anything they ask with respect to stock, the only report is stock summary. Go to stock. So cashew nuts closing stock value is 1,500 grams. That is an answer. Value they are asking is 4,50,000 rupees is the value. Next one, how much is the bank balance available for the month of April? So bank balance, go to, then type bank. Okay. So change the date, see the value here. Simple. Next one, what is the bank balance available for the month of May? Similarly, change the date to May, then you will see the differences in the value. What is the net profit or the gross profit for the company? So anything with respect to profit loss, go to profit and loss. Here you can see, so this is a gross profit, this is a net profit. What they are asking? They are asking net profit or gross profit of the company. So net profit is 60,500, gross profit is 62,500. Next one, what is the total value of fixed asset? So I have to go to balance sheet. Okay, Alt F5 to see the report in a detailed format. What they are asking, total value of fixed asset, that is 25,000. It's a total value of fixed asset. Next one, what is the total value of sales? So total value of sales can be found with the help of sales register. This is the total value of sales. Okay, 2,66,100 rupees. Next one, what is the total value of purchase? So go to type purchase register. So here you can find the total value of purchase 7,74,750 rupees. Next one, what is the gross profit of cashew nuts? Gross profit. So go to stock summary. Here go to show profit. F7 is the shortcut key right side. Show profit. Gross profit of cashew nuts is 25%. You can see gross profit value is 50,000 and their percentage is 25%. Okay. Last one, what is the working capital of the company? So working capital can be found with the help of balance sheet. Go to balance sheet. So here you can see working capital. If it is not coming here, make sure that go to basis of values and include working capital. This option you should make it as yes. If you make it as no, you can see working capital is not showing. If you make it as yes, see working capital is showing. So 10,35,500 is the answer. Yes. So this is how you solve the case study. Okay, so I hope you understood the entire concepts, and yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for the wonderful amazing videos. Thank you.